And you can start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. First, I would like to thank you for choosing to join our presentation. So, today, our topic is Technion, Israel Institute of Technology. And what is Technion? Technion is a technological university where the subjects offered, the degrees offered, are technology and the exact sciences. Um, so, Technion is Israel's oldest and biggest technological university. It is almost 100 years old. It has 18 faculties and 52 programs from bachelor's, master's to PhDs to postdoc, alongside with short summer programs and interesting STEM activities for high school students. So, if you wish to receive some more information about Technion, to see what are your potential avenues for study, for research at any level, then let's do this. Stay with us. So, first, I would like to show you some interesting facts. So, who recognized this device that you see now on screen? I'm sure everyone. Of course, it's the USB flash drive or the disk on key, as we refer to it. But I'm not sure how many of you know that it was actually invented by one of Technion's alumni. So yes, this invention is attributed to Dr. Dov Moran, who is behind this small device that has penetrated to the lives of people all around the world, and it seems so, so obvious. But look what a difference it does. Next, you now see the Rewock machine. So the Rewock, in the original presentation, it's a movie. It actually moves, but you can perhaps Google it or look it up on YouTube to see how it functions. So it's a machine that is designed for paraplegic people to help them stand back on their feet again, walk again, and climb up and down the stairs. This too is a fruit of um, Technion's alumni. Another example is the Pilcam. And exactly just like its name suggests, it's a small pill with a camera inside. So it's meant for people who suffer from problems in their gastric system, gastric patients, I would say. And it's meant to avoid, in the first place, invasive procedures such as endoscopy or colonoscopy, since it's just a pill that the patient swallows and it has a camera, so it transmits back to the doctors everything they need to know, and it leaves the body naturally. So it dissolves in the body naturally. It's not painful. So these two, as you may have guessed by now, it's one of Technion's inventions. You can look up online these great names to get inspired and to have some ideas for your future careers in the industry, in the academia, for your research. Have a look. So Technion is an applied research university. The teaching method is really hands-on, means that the students are involved. They're doing lots of laboratory courses. They're doing lots of practicum um, on campus. They are encouraged to take an active part in the classes, to ask questions, to come up with creative solutions. So it's not just a theoretical experience where you consume information and then you do an exam. Of course, there is this part, but the spirit is of creativity, is of independence, creative thinking. And one of our benefits is that Technion is a relatively small university, also in terms of its students' population, which counts to this day 16,500. And this is actually one of Technion's benefits because it allows developing closer academic contacts with the professors and develop a valuable network where you're not just one of hundreds of students who are sitting in the auditorium, but you are one of a small cohort that receives personal attention and support from our faculty. So we invite you to explore your best, and we invite you to look into our programs and see which of them fits you best. Our language of instruction as a whole, as a rule, at Technion is Hebrew. However, I'm here today to present you with our programs in English. These programs were adapted especially for international students. They are completely taught in English. You do not need to have any Hebrew proficiency knowledge, just the English and an English proficiency exam, Toefl or Ielts. Let's go back to some interesting facts. Now you see a photo of Albert Einstein, the famous scientist. Yes, he was the head of Technion's first um, association. So Technion has friends associations almost in every continent. Um, and Albert Einstein was the first, and he was the chairman of Friends of Technion in Germany. And in 1953, he received an honorary doctorate from Technion, as you may see in the photo. And also, if you will Google, you will find that 3 weeks ago, German Chancellor Angela Merkel also received an honorary doctorate from the Technion. She attended a ceremony at Technion, and Technion's president, Professor Uri Sivan, um, handed her this title. Some numbers. So one thing that is very important is that Technion is consistently ranked on the Shanghai ranking in the top 100 universities every year. And it's important for your further careers, but also it's a stamp of quality. At Technion, we have 213 inter-university agreements, which means when you come to study at Technion for a full degree, you may also apply and go for a semester abroad in one of our partner universities. This can be in Australia, in the United States, in China, in Europe, in the United Kingdom, so Canada. The possibilities are varied and they're big. Recently, also Technion was ranked number one in terms of its research in artificial intelligence in Europe. So look it up. I think it will give you some inspiration to continue and discover this university. We have 3 campuses. The main campus is in Israel. We have another campus in the United States, in New York. This is a collaboration with Cornell University. And we have another campus in China, the south of China. It's called Guangdong Technion. It's located in the province of Guangdong. And today, our focus is on our campus in China and on our campus in Israel. So, one interesting thing, and I think this is the last sort of interesting fact that I will end with, but it will give you lots of inspiration to inquire further. Technion has a unique business ecosystem. So I know the trend for studying abroad is more towards business and management. However, when there is a more solid base like technology and the sciences to a business, then management school can be something that is of an added value. But the base, it's a really good base to have a great knowledge in technology and develop technological products, which is why this high-tech park that you can see in the photo, it's called Matam. It was constructed especially to be close to Technion so that they both of them could support the shortest way to market and the way to product with our technology transfer unit. And this is the perspective for Technion's graduates. When they reach the point that they can develop technological products, they could further sell them to one of the many R&D international R&D centers that exist in Israel. Technion has also 4 Nobel laureates, all of them in the field of chemistry. This is how the Faculty of Computer Science looks like, but you can see the spirit. This is on the break when students are relaxing, having their break. They sit on the grass, they enjoy the weather, which is actually very, very welcoming. It's warm. Technion is located on a mountain hill where if you go down, there is a beach and there is a port, the port of Haifa. So it's a great experience to come and study at Technion in the studential city of Haifa. So what do we offer on our Israel campus on the Bachelors of Science degree? So for the BSc programs, we offer one program currently. This is a Bachelors of Science in Mechanical Engineering. On our other campus in China, we offer 4 additional programs. So in China, we have the same program. We have mechanical engineering with the same sort of structure. It's in English. And we have 4 additional degrees. So these are Bachelors of Science in Chemistry, Chemical Engineering, I mean. We have Material Science and Engineering. We have biotechnology with emphasis on food engineering, which is one of the professions, one of the most relevant professions of the future. And we have mathematics with computer science. So all these 5 degrees are on our Chinese campus. In terms of requirements, so the perfect candidate would be someone who is STEM oriented, who wishes to pursue a career in engineering, and a student that has at least 3 years of background in physics. So when we will be looking at your grades, we will first ask your rolling grades, your scores from the school. And it's very important for us to see that you have studied physics and mathematics, and in the highest level possible. Where the rule of thumb would be in terms of grades is 80%. If we are talking about APs, it would be 4. IBs, it would be 5. Just to give you sort of the order of the scores. If we're looking at the American system, then a GPA of 3. But it's important for you to know that you do not have, it's not mandatory to have an international curriculum, but we accept and we process all international qualifications. So if you have a ZNO, it's okay. And then, as I already mentioned, an English proficiency test, Toefl or Ielts. For Toefl, the minimum would be 550, and for Ielts, the minimum would be 6. All the requirements are on our website, so you can Google Technion International, and under every program, there is its requirements and costs and admissions. So I just said costs. The tuition is $15,000 per year, meaning for 2 semesters, and an additional cost of the on-campus housing is another $5,000, and it also includes medical insurance. So tuition, housing, and medical insurance. It does not include airfare. It does not include food. So you will also have to set aside a sum of money for personal expenses. So we are talking roughly 20,000 US dollars per year. On our campus in China, we have on our campus in China, it's the same tuition. However, the on-campus housing fees are significantly lower. It's around 360 US dollars per year. So in terms of Bachelors of Science degrees, these are the programs. We do offer scholarships. You can obtain scholarships in several ways. First, if you go to our website, you can see that we offer educational activities, educational prize-bearing activities for our students, for our high school students, where they have a chance to win a scholarship for tuition for 1 year. Another way is for every student who applies on our registration system, we offer until January 11th, 2022, we offer a waiver, an automatic waiver of 3,000 US dollars off the tuition. So it's already a second discount and you can accumulate it. Later, we have a web page with external scholarships that you may check and to see if you can receive them if you answer the criteria. And the last thing, Technion also gives away scholarships. We have need-based and merit-based scholarships, which means that upon acceptance, when you have already applied and submitted your application, you may request a scholarship from our admissions department when you receive your admissions letter, not earlier. So this is the additional way. Now, I would like to move to the master's level. For the master's level, the situation is different. So any student who is accepted to a master's degree at Technion will receive a full funding from Technion for the tuition and for the on-campus housing. And they will also be able to work as teacher's assistant, as TAs, and earn some extra money. So for this, what do you need to do? First, go on our website, look for graduate degrees, or just type Graduate School of Technion, or write me. I will leave my email and I will elaborate on this during the Q&A session at the end of this presentation. But the flow of your actions would be like this. You will first send your grades from your bachelor's degree for a free evaluation. Then you will, once you receive your grade, your evaluation grade from Technion, you will be able to proceed to the next step and look for the suitable supervisor. So you will write to 3 or 4 supervisors. These are faculty, Technion's professors, and you will present yourself, you will present your grade, and you will ask to integrate in their field of expertise, in their existing research. If you are approved by this professor, then that's it, you are accepted, and you may do the rest of the administrative work to be able to integrate to the master's degrees. So it's the same for masters and for PhDs. So it's completely subsidized if you are accepted. So this is my email. My name is Julia. This is my email, europe@int.technion.ac.il. Please write me for any question you might have, so I will be able to discuss your options more in detail and redirect you to the relevant people in the master's department. And now I will be happy to go through the questions and to answer your questions. in the chat box. If you have any questions, also don't hesitate, write them in the chat box and I will reply. So the first question, what is the difference between the campuses? The difference between the campuses is that Technion, the campus in Israel, is located in a city, in a studential city that is home to another university, to a comprehensive university. It's home to other colleges. It has many international students. So there is also a city life that are interesting, and the campus in China is new. So imagine Technion's campus in Israel it started its building 100 years ago, and now every now and then we add another dormitories area or other buildings or renovate faculties, but it's 100 years old campus, as opposed to our campus in China, which was recently opened. It was opened in 2015, so 6 years ago, and this last summer we had our first cohort of students who have graduated after 4 years. So it's a new campus in China. It's located in a rural and industrial area, so on campus there is a more camp-like feel. However, what is similar is that both campuses are a gated campus. So all the faculties, the dorms, the cafeteria, the sports court, the Olympic pool, all the facilities are on campus, and there is a gate around it. So we call it Technion City. So it's not dispersed in the city of Haifa, but everything in one place. The same, likewise, in China. So the focus of your life is on campus. You have stores, you have the bank, um, you have cafeterias, you have restaurants, you have grocery stores, you have other stores. So everything you need is on campus. Okay, another question. What is the difference in admissions to different campuses? No difference, because we at Technion International, you have only one link, only one address to apply. It's through us. You go to our website, int.technion.ac.il. You see the yellow button, apply now, and you apply there, and there you choose your campus and your program. So we process all the admissions. What are the features of admissions to China for a Ukrainian? The same features, the same sort of, I would say, requirements as for any other international student. As I said, we accept all international standardized exams, all international school qualifications. So it's the same everywhere. You just upload we will ask for your school grades. You leave us the teacher's information, or you ask your teachers to send us your school grades from the previous 3 years. Again, I'm talking on the bachelor level now. You send us your Ielts results. Then we will ask for 2 recommenders, and you write us another motivational letter. And this is it. So the requirements are the same for everyone. Next, will extra money earned as teaching assistant be enough for living expenses in Israel? This question, I hope that you refer to the master's, because when you are on your bachelor's degree and you have a student's visa, you cannot work. It's forbidden. But on the master's level, your expenses, your living expenses are covered. So your tuition is covered and your housing is covered. It's paid for. So your teaching, your TA earned money will be for your personal expenses. And again, every faculty is individual, so you will have to coordinate with them. But imagine that everything is covered. Are all graduate degrees conducted exclusively in English? I'm especially interested in electrical and computer engineering. Yes. You may apply and you may request for the graduate degree to be in English.
1 second. I'm sorry. Can you translate the question you answering on the screen, please?
Translate?
No. To publish questions to the main screen.
How do I do it?
You see this chat, special chat. It's the third column in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your mouse on a question and press publish.
Okay, let me see. Okay, yes. Is it good now? Okay. Let's go to the next question. Is this? So the question is about the scholarships in Israel, but scholarships in Israel, it's a wide topic. I think it's more relevant to speak about scholarships at Technion. So as I said, the scholarships at Technion, you may ask for a scholarship from the university itself. Again, for the bachelor's degree, because the master's is already paid for, it's already a scholarship if you are accepted. And so on the bachelor's level, when you receive the acceptance letter, you first need to go through the application and admissions process. If and when you are accepted, you then later ask the admissions to you ask for a scholarship, and you request a scholarship, and you will have to justify your request, either an excellent student, an outstanding student with your grades, and to support it with your grades, or it would be a need-based scholarship where you will also have to sort of explain your economic situation. So this is one way. Another way is we have different activities, different prize-bearing activities for high school students. These activities are online. Go to our website. As I showed in my final presentation, you go to our website and there is you can apply for these activities. You can make your school apply, because some will require you to do this activity in a group, but everything is online, so don't worry. It's something that you can do from Ukraine. And if you win the first place, then this is already a scholarship of your first year's tuition. Another way is to apply before January 11th. So this also will take off $3,000 from your tuition. And plus, on our website, as I said, there is a separate web page for external scholarships that get updated every now and then. So these are external bodies who give scholarships for students, depending on the criteria. I hope this answers your question. What were the difficulties with the admissions of students this semester? Um, I don't really know how to address this question. Why are you asking? Do you have a specific problem? Okay. I will graduate from my bachelor's in summer and application deadline is in April. May I do steps you discussed, contacting the faculty members and gain scholarship without having my diploma yet? When scholarship results are usually announced? Um, you may try. I cannot guarantee this, but you may try. You may try, and I encourage you to either write me, and I will redirect your email to the to the grad school, or just look for graduate school Technion on Google, but it's better to write me, so I will put you in direct contact. How many classes per week are there on average? So your whole day is busy from 8 in the morning till around 4 in the afternoon, sometimes 6 in the afternoon. You study a lot at Technion. Yes, I'm waiting for some more questions. Oh, what is the current situation with COVID in China and Israel? So in Israel, it's great because it was recently opened for tourists, but for the past year, it was opened for students. So there were no problems to come to campus. However, only recently we have moved to 100% capacity. So all of our students are on campus. So it looks like the COVID is subsiding. Same in China. Um, However, a year ago, we did start our first semester on Zoom, and we know how to teach on Zoom and how to teach hybrid, just like any other university. So no worries at all. You're welcome. I'm interested in a bachelor degree programs of architecture. Unfortunately, we do not offer architecture on a bachelor's level, but we do offer it on a master's level. How are the documents for admissions confirmed? Um, what do you mean? When the school sends us the grades, they should be stamped by the school, and that's it. There is no need for a notary if this is what you mean. No. There is no need for a notary. No. It's okay. We believe you. You have the stamp of your school. We know the school exists. Next question. Is it possible to apply to you for another specialty after graduation from university in Ukraine? Of course. Definitely. And we also accept um, you can also come in the middle of your studies because we accept foreign credit points. Thank you very much for your presentation. I want to ask about scholarships requirement for having a degree in accredited institution as stated in the website. The Graduate Studies Committee will review only scholarship requests. How do they check that your institution is recognized? First, there are different rankings, the Shanghai ranking, and also there are every country has a consortium of universities. So um, it really depends. It depends on the level of your university. What are the most popular programs? Computer science, of course. What is the difference in payment? In payment, you mean in the way that the university makes you pay or in the cost. The cost is the same. The tuition is 15K in Israel and 50K in China. However, the housing in Israel it's 5,000 US dollars, and in China it's $360 per year. Is the medical insurance needed, and how often it needs to be updated? Of course, the medical insurance is imperative, and it is renewed every year with your visa is renewed every year, and your medical insurance is renewed every year, but it's done from year to year. um, like sort of you need to, when you choose your courses, or um, when you re-register, then it's updated. But it's not something that you do on your own. The medical insurance, this is what I want to say, the medical insurance is built in the services that are given to international students. And in their orientation week, in their first 2 weeks, they have an agent that comes to establish their medical insurance, so they take care of it. So don't worry about it, and you cannot live on campus, you cannot be a student without a medical insurance that the Technion offers, because it works with specific agents for this matter. Um, are there any more questions? Yes, I see there is another question, but I cannot find it in the Q&A to publish, but it's a very interesting one. So I will just read it. Where I think it will be the last question. Where do university graduates work? In the country where they studied, are there some statistics? Okay, so the university graduates, thank you for publishing. The graduates from the international programs, they work, so it depends. Some of them, a percentage, continues to master's degrees at Technion. Another percentage continues to master's degree in the US. And another percentage goes back to their home country. Sometimes they take a gap year, sometimes they work, but they work in their field, because Technion's graduates are very well known in the work market. They are very much appreciated, and in Israel, actually, they compose 70% of Israel's high-tech workforce. And they work usually in the top technological companies, in R&D centers. So Technion's graduates usually do not have a problem to find a job, but to choose between the jobs they're offered. Does the university work on exchange programs with some Ukrainian universities? Definitely, sure.
So, if there's no other questions, I think we can end this presentation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. И спасибо всем, кто был с нами. Now I will stop a record.